Hi, this is my week 24 update, also 6-month check-in. This video is big picture, not just the scale. If you're new here, welcome. This is what sustainable looks like. If you've been here, thank you for walking this journey with me. My name is Lynn. I'm 56 years old. I'm a wife and mother of 2 high schoolers. I've been on Zepbound 2.5 milligrams since August 4th, 2025. Please check out my playlists on my channel. It's on the main page. I have updates, Monday motivation, Friday motivation videos, some exercise, and a lot of miscellaneous topics to go through. I am not a doctor. This is my own personal experience. Let's get started. Wonderland happened. But that's not today's focus, as I did a whole video on Wonderland yesterday on Tuesday. I'll link it at the end and in the description. Today is about consistency, habits, and what 6 months really looks like. Last week, week 23, I had lost 1.6 pounds. This week, week 24, I lost another 1.6 pounds. My current weight is 199.4 pounds. I made it to Wonderland. Progress doesn't always look dramatic week to week. I just happen to have 2 different milestones within 2 weeks. First losing 50 pounds, which was one goal, and then getting into the 100s, my Wonderland, which was another goal, the second one. Here are my daily weigh-ins for this past week. Monday, January 12th, I was 201.8. Tuesday, I was 201.4. Wednesday, 201. Thursday, 201.6. Friday, 200.4. And Saturday, 200.6. And then my weigh-in day, which is Sundays, was 199.4. Wonderland. I couldn't believe it. On Sunday, when I weighed in and I saw the scale at 199.4, I was very emotional but peaceful, not frantic or obsessed. I went into more detail on my Tuesday video from yesterday, but there is proof that the process works when you stay consistent. Here's a picture of the scale and my reaction shortly afterwards when I took a video after I got dressed. Hi everyone. This is Sunday, January 18th, 2026, and I just wanted to jump on here really quick to let you know I made it to Wonderland. I'm so excited. It's 199.4, and today is my weigh-in day too, so I'll talk all about it on Tuesday and Wednesday this week. See you then. Here are my workouts for the week. I did get in walks each day, though not 3 of them every day. You see, I have to plan better. I wear orthotics in my gym shoes, and I wear my gym shoes out, and then I come back and I can either go right down to the basement and get on the treadmill, or if I'm not wearing my gym shoes, I have to change into them, and then I can go downstairs and do the treadmill. Well, normally during the winter, I've been wearing my boots out because of the slush and the snow and just the wet, that when I come back in, I have to change my boots to put the gym shoes on, which are dry in the house, and I can go right to walk. Well, I made the mistake of wearing the gym shoes out in the snow or in the slush, and they got wet. So then when I come home, I have to let them dry, so I can't go right and do my walk. So that's why I didn't do as many walks this past week, but I'm going to change it for this coming week and make sure I get my walks in after the meals. So Monday, January 12th, I just did my 1 walk. Tuesday, I had 2 walks, plus I used my new bike, plus dumbbells, plus the machines. Wednesday, 2 walks, dumbbells, and the machines. Thursday, 1 walk and dumbbells. Friday, 2 walks, dumbbells, and the machine. Saturday, 1 walk, and Sunday, 2 walks. Now, most of the walks are in the morning, except for the weekends. Sometimes I skip the early morning one because I don't get up until like 10. So that's like after lunch one. And then the other ones are after lunch or after dinner. I still have appetite suppression and no cravings. Eating normal food, but just less. I'm not doing extremes or subtracting food groups from my meals. I'm not starting over every Monday. This is real life weight loss, not diet culture, built for sustainability long term. Another thing that happened, actually 3 things, I had some non-scale victories. So on Saturday night, we went to Outback, and I'm going to put a picture in here. This was me in the booth, and I had so much more room than I used to have. In most booths, I would have just like a little bit between my stomach and the table. And now I'm so shocked that there's so much more. Also, in my car, I have like 2 buttons, one for me and then one for somebody else. So the second one is set for my daughter, who likes her seat all the way pushed up, and so she's closer to the steering wheel. And for the first time, I got into the car after she drove, and so it automatically went to number 2 and started moving me up, and I didn't get smushed. I was so surprised and so happy. And number 3, do any of you get this? While you're in bed and you're on your side or whatever, you have an itch on your leg, like an upper thigh on the outside. I went to scratch it, but I like pushed harder for some reason, and I could feel muscle. I was like, what is this on my leg? And then I started like pushing and feeling around my entire leg, and I felt muscle. I never felt that before. Before it was all just like, you know, fat or flab or whatever. I just was so shocked that I could actually feel the muscles in my leg. So that was another exciting non-scale victory. What has changed beyond the scale? Energy. I have more energy than I can remember having in my 30s and 40s. Mobility. I can pick stuff off the floor, no problems, and change my balance while standing or turning without worrying about falling anymore. Mindset. That's the biggest change. I'm proud of myself. I'm letting go of past failed attempts. I'm not saying, well, this probably won't work because I didn't make it work for the other 20 times. I know that it works, so I'm letting go of the past. I'm dressing differently, fitted clothes, smaller sizes, not hiding from the world anymore. I'm trusting myself again. I can go on vacation. I can go to a holiday meal. I can eat out. I can eat at a buffet without worrying about white knuckling it the whole time. Worried if I'll slip or give in with the spaghetti or desserts. All the non-scale victories. I did a whole video on this right here, and I'll link that in the description too. After 6 months, I don't feel done. I feel capable. This journey is quieter now, and that's powerful. Since we're also talking 6 months, here's my 6-month graph of total weight loss per month. Month 1, I lost 17.8 pounds. A lot of that was in the first and second week because it was water weight. Month 2, 7 pounds. Month 3, 8 pounds. Month 4, I thought I was entering a stall period, but obviously it wasn't. But it did slow down, probably my body just adjusting to everything. I lost 3.8 pounds. And then month 5, 7.8 pounds. And this past month, 8.6 pounds for a total of 53 pounds. Some months were faster, some slower, but all forward. Consistency beats urgency every time. This isn't about shrinking. It's about rebuilding a healthy, sustainable lifestyle so I can be here for my family and my future grandchildren. My parents were older when I was born. They had a lot of illnesses and comorbidities, so they weren't able to be as helpful and present and enjoy my kids as I would have liked them to. My father passed away when my kids were 7 and 5, and my mother passed away when they were 11 and 9. I want to be healthier going into my older years so I can participate more and be there for my kids and grandchildren, more active, not needing their care, and so I can live longer. I'm not chasing motivation anymore. That has become a permanent part of my life. I'm building a life I can live long term. Comment below if you're on a GLP-1 or just starting or looking to start. Please like and subscribe if real life weight loss content helps you and you'd like to follow along on my journey. Thank you for coming on my journey with me. Thank you for watching today. Have a great day.